ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्।
गौरी नंदन बालगजानन गौरी नंदन बालगजानन गजवदना
जय जय गुरुदेवा श्री साई महादेवा।
जय जय गुरुदेवा श्री साई महादेवा।
जय जय गुरुदेवा श्री साई महादेवा। साई महादेवा।
माता पिता गुरुदेवा श्री साई महादेवा।
जय जय 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 गुरुदेवा श्री साई महादेवा।
ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वरा साई महादेवा।
ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वरा साई महादेवा।
माता पिता गुरुदेवा श्री 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 साई महादेवा।
जय जय गुरुदेवा श्री साई महादेवा। सुंदरवदनी सुगुणा मनोहरी।
सुंदरवदनी सुगुणा मनोहरी।
सुंदरवदनी सुगुणा मनोहरी।
सुंदरवदनी सुगुणा मनोहरी।
मंदहासमुख शशिवदनी।
मंदहासमुख शशिवदनी।
मंदहासमुख शशिवदनी।
मंदहासमुख शशिवदनी।
सुंदरवदनी सुगुणा मनोहरी।
सुंदरवदनी सुगुणा मनोहरी।
चंदन कुंकुम अलंकृतवदनी।
चंदन कुंकुम
महेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी
साई महेश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी
ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति ओम शक्ति
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 सुंदर वदनी सुगुण मनोहरी हे अनाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी
नाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी
हे अनाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी
नाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
दिन दुख भंजन सहारा दो मुझे
भंजन सहारा दो मुझे
दिन दुख भंजन सहारा दो मुझे
दुख भंजन सहारा दो मुझे
ओ मेरे साई भगवान
ओ मेरे साई भगवान
ओ मेरे साई भगवान
ओ मेरे साई भगवान
हृदय मंदिर में आओ साई मेरे
मंदिर में आओ साई मेरे
हृदय मंदिर में आओ साई मेरे
मंदिर में आओ साई मेरे
दीजो कृपा वरदान
दीजो कृपा वरदान
दीजो कृपा वरदान
दीजो कृपा वरदान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
हे अनाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी
नाथ नाथ साई तुम हो अंतर्यामी
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
तुम हो मेरे भगवान
दिन दुख भंजन सहारा दो मुझे
दुख भंजन सहारा दो मुझे
ओ मेरे साई भगवान भगवान, तुम हो मेरे भगवान,
मेरे भगवान।
हे अनाथ नाथ साई, तुम हो अंतर्यामी।
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
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 सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
पराक्रम आंजनेय 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 की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
सीतापति रामचंद्र की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय,
पराक्रम आंजनेय 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 की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पतिपुरी साईनाथ की जय,
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। अयोध्या विहारी श्री राम राम रामा,
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 द्वारका विहारी श्री कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण,
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 सप्तगिरि विहारी गोविंद गोविंद,
सप्तगिरि विहारी गोविंद गोविंद,
सप्तगिरि विहारी गोविंद गोविंद
सप्तगिरि विहारी गोविंद गोविंद
निज भक्त हृदय विहारी श्री साईनाथ देवा
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 अयोध्या विहारी श्री राम राम रामा
अयोध्या विहारी श्री राम राम रामा
द्वारका विहारी श्री कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
द्वारका विहारी श्री कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
सप्तगिरि विहारी गोविंद गोविंद
सप्तगिरि विहारी गोविंद गोविंद
निज भक्त हृदय विहारी श्री साईनाथ देवा
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 अयोध्या विहारी श्री राम राम रामा
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
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 गोविंद गोविंद 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 गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
साई गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला
राधे गोविंद गोपाला जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला
राधे
गोपाला जय गोविन्द राधे गोपाला
राधे गोविन्द गोपाला जय गोविन्द राधे गोपाला
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
कृष्णा मधुसूदना मधुसूदना कृष्णा
गोविन्द गोविन्द गोपाला
गोविन्द गोविन्द गोपाला
साई गोविन्द गोविन्द गोपाला
साई गोविन्द गोविन्द गोपाला
राधे गोविन्द गोपाला जय गोविन्द राधे गोपाला शिरडी निवासा साई शंकरा
निवासा साई शंकरा
शिरडी निवासा साई शंकरा
शिरडी निवासा साई शंकरा
परती निवासा साई शंकरा
परती निवासा साई शंकरा
परती निवासा साई शंकरा
परती निवासा साई शंकरा
भावातीता भावगोचरा
भावातीता भावगोचरा
भावातीता भावगोचरा
भावातीता भावगोचरा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
शिरडी निवासा साई शंकरा
शिरडी निवासा साई शंकरा
परती निवासा साई शंकरा
परती निवासा साई शंकरा
भावातीता भावगोचरा
भावातीता भावगोचरा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
कालातीता कालभैरवा
जय जगदीश्वर ओंकारेश्वर
ईश्वर ओंकारेश्वर
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 शिरडी निवासा साई शंकरा
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 Sri Rama Rama Rama. पाप कटे दुख मिटे लेत राम नाम। भव समुद्र सुखद नाव एक राम नाम। परम शांति सुख निदान दिय राम नाम। निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम। माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम। भक्त जन जीवन गण एक राम नाम। भक्त जन जीवन गण एक राम नाम। राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
Om Shri Sai Ram. On behalf of all of us present here and all those all over the world whose hearts are in Prashanti Nilayam, we together offer our obeisance to our Divine Master, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, most endearingly called by us as Baba and still endearingly called by us as Swami. Dear brothers and sisters, today is indeed a great event, the festival of Guru Purnima, and therefore at the outset, greetings of Guru Purnima to all of you present here. Dear brothers, sisters, dear students, the avatar of the age, indeed, a grand event for mankind. Because all of us together created a world for ourselves where we said, take, take, take and take. Realizing how foolish we were, the Master, out of his compassion, descends on the earth and tells us that, son, the real way to live life is to give, give, give and give at all times. Give what? Unconditional love, brothers and sisters. Simple. The Master thought it fit that it's difficult for us to learn and give us simple tips to practice life. And says, don't bother about scriptures. Don't bother about religion. Don't bother about caste, color, creed, and religion. Just follow one thing. Believe that I am inside you and believe that I am in everyone, and just love, love, and love unconditionally. And even there, the perfection that the Master had, he taught us, that do not make love a contract, make love an unconditional issue. No reason, no season, love at all times, everyone at all times. But the question is, how do we do this? And today is the day when we must pay our obeisance and gratitude to the Master for having taught us how to do this. In the entire lifetime of the avatar, all of us have seen that the Master never asked anything from anyone. Nothing was asked from mankind, but only it was given, given, and given all the time. Swami used to always say that my hand is always never like this. My hand is always like this for mankind, and I give it all times. This Master was always with us from time immemorial. He is with us right now, and He will always be with us till the end of time, if at all there is one. Brothers and sisters, it is He who told us that it is extremely a superb opportunity, a great coincidence that you are contemporaries of the avatar of the age. Still greater is the good fortune that while you are contemporaries of the avatar, you get to know him as the avatar. But still more great is the opportunity when you have been contemporaries with the avatar, you have known him, you get to love him. But still greater than all this, because all of us have known, we are contemporaries of the avatar, we've known him, we've loved him. But still greater an opportunity that all of us have today is, and as Swami says, to be a part of his divine mission and love him through serving the divine mission. And I think that is the great opportunity that all of us have today here. For the Master, for any Guru, to teach is bliss for the Master. But greater happiness comes to the Master when he sees his student practicing what he has taught and excelling in the practice of what he has taught. And I think that's where the hallmark of greatness of the student lies. For all of us who have received his message from the portals and from the hallowed precincts of Prashant and Nilayam, we all owe it to him that today on Guru Purnima Day, we ensure that we pay our gratitude to the Master by putting into practice what he has taught us. Love unconditionally, in fact, is a very important and the only solution for mankind today. Brothers and sisters, it is not our small world of the Sai devotees that we look at. Bhagwan's vision was for the entire mankind, throughout the length and breadth of this globe, in every country, to every person. And he wanted that the problems of today, which have been created, are only because of lack of love, because there is nobody to love mankind. One man does not love the other man. There is no care and compassion between men and men. And therefore Swami said that let's not struggle to solve the problems of the world with various kinds of thoughts. There is only one way, and that is the Satya Sai way of solving the problems of the world, and that is unconditional love and nothing else. From the portals of Prashant and Nilayam, let the world know today that we are on the anvil of an era where everyone has no choice but to understand and put into practice the dictum and the in-short principle of unconditional love. But this is easier said and done, brothers and sisters. The path shown by Bhagwan of practice is a very difficult one. I must share with you an incident, which happened in the hallowed precincts of Prashant and Nilayam. We were all performing a drama. The theme of the drama was that the only problem between man and God, the only barrier between man and God is a sense of doership. The theme was perfect. The children learnt it well. And as the drama concluded, Bhagwan was very thrilled and happy with the drama, and he called the person who had been in charge of the drama to sit next to him. As he sat next to him, Bhagwan told him, "Very good drama. Who did it?" That person, without realizing, said, "Yes, Swami, all the gurus and so people did it." The bhajan went on and Bhagwan again answered, "Man, very good drama. Who did it?" And there came the answer, "Swami, all the gurus and all the people did it." Bhagwan, rhetoric of this question went for 4 times. And at the 4th time when he asked, before the man could answer, Bhagwan turned the chair and left. The bhajans were on, the aarti was not being performed. It is then that struck like a thunderbolt to that man. That right in front was a drama which had the theme that the sense of doership is a problem between man and God. And here is God asking him, who did it? And there was no practice to say, Bhagwan, you did it. And this is the problem with practice and knowledge. It is easy to say, Bhagwan, we learned from you. It's easy to say, Bhagwan, we did. But it is practice where the hallmark of gratitude is manifested for the Divine Master. Bhagwan used to always say, what is human values? Human values is nothing but practice, practice, and practice. The path of self-confidence, brothers and sisters, is a path that Bhagwan wants us to tread. The self-confidence of the fact that God resides in us. Self-confidence of the fact that God inspires us from within. Self-confidence of the fact that faith that God is walking right by my hand, by my side, day in and day out. The story of a young girl on a flight, turbulent flight, sitting next to her a priest, a knowledgeable person, a person of great knowledge. The flight takes a bouncy turn. The pilot says, we cannot serve you drinks because of the bouncy thing. The flight bounces much more, and the pilot once again says, we cannot even serve you food because the flight is too bouncy. The jump of 20 feet up and down, the priest perspires, the entire flight perspires, and the young girl is happily and merrily, very peacefully doing her drawing on the paper which she has. The priest can't stand it and says, this girl is so peaceful. She asks him, girl, daughter, what's wrong? What makes you so happy? Aren't you scared? And the answer was simple, brothers and sisters, for all to understand. He says, no, sire, I am not scared because the pilot is my father and he has promised me to take home for dinner tonight. And therefore, there is no problem. Our pilot is Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba, and nobody and no turmoil can ever get us anywhere problem. Self-confidence, brothers and sisters, is the first step that the Master wanted us to follow. Self-satisfaction, the peace. How can anybody not be at peace in the divine presence of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba? To be not at peace is not being devoted to Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Because with him, there always has to be peace. Devotion to Bhagwan, as Bhagwan is often mentioned, is that in a person who is always at peace, both in happiness and sorrow. And therefore, that is the hallmark that we need to put into practice as a gratitude to the Divine Master. It is only with this confidence and with this peace that the self-sacrifice comes. And that's where the Divine Master's mandate, that serve and serve unrelentingly with great love in your heart to all mankind at all times. Service as an attitude, because only then that you realize that the Master is present in everyone. It is only then that you sacrifice everything that you have for somebody else, because you have the confidence of the Master within you, you have the satisfaction of peace, and then you serve the Master at all throughout the thing. It is only then that the divine lotus feet can be achieved. Brothers and sisters, bowing down to the photos of Bhagwan, bowing down to the lotus feet is indeed inspirational. But the true benediction, the true love comes when you really serve mankind. And Bhagwan has told us that the only way to the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba is only through service and nothing else. And every moment of our life is what we need to commit ourselves as far as the service is concerned. Brothers and sisters, if this is the hallmark of practice that Bhagwan has taught us, he has also been compassionate enough to give us the format of the Sri Satya Sai Seva organizations all over the world. This is a unique platform of facilitation for all those who believe that this is the message of the Master, for all those who believe that this is the mission of the Master. Then utilizing the platform of the Sri Satya Sai Seva organization in the world is the best opportunity given to mankind in this entire age. And I think all of us present here owe a bounden duty to every person all over the world to introduce the Satya Sai Seva organization and afford him the opportunity to participate, serve, and achieve the divine goal or lotus feet of Bhagwan. The Sri Satya Sai Central Trust and the Sri Satya Sai Seva organizations world over are great facilitators. They are not sources of authority, but they are facilitators. They are facilitators of providing a platform for all mankind to practice what Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba has said. Bhagwan wanted all of us to be self-confident, walking on 2 feet upright and straight. Because a mother, a teacher, is happy. A mother is happy when the small tiny toddler gets up on his 2 feet and walks without any crutches. The true devotion to the Master today is ensuring that we all stand confident on our 2 feet with the belief that the Master is inside us and not outside us, with no crutches with us. We remember the beautiful scenes of people who came to the Divine Master on crutches. Swami used to take the crutch away, throw it on the floor, hold his hand and say, walk. And when the person used to walk, it was a great feeling for people that now we don't need crutches. We are self-confident and masters of ourselves because the Master is within ourselves. If this is the ambit, then brothers and sisters, I think we need to understand that the only way to live life is keeping the Master within ourselves. As my brother students were singing, आपकी बातें याद आती हैं, झोली भर के आए हैं और कितनी बातें याद आती, लगता है कहीं आसपास हैं, आसपास तो है ही, मगर दिल के अंदर बसे हैं. इस बात को विश्वास करके आगे चलना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Let's live and live boldly that the Master who came on this earth with the name of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba is only in the heart of each man and not outside anywhere. If this battery ever runs down, brothers and sisters, if you ever feel that the voice of conscience inside, and the only way God talks to us is from inside and not from outside, brothers and sisters. Swami will speak only to the hearts and the conscience of each one of us. Let us train ourselves to listen to that voice and voice from inside. The day you find that that voice is lowering down, come to Prashanti Nilayam. Bow down to this breathing samadhi. This is like a huge battery. You bow down, and the voice and the volume will increase unhesitatingly when you listen to him from inside your hearts. And that is the ordain and the dimension of Prashanti Nilayam. We all owe a duty to the Master, and the gratitude can only take this form, and that is all of us present here today and all over the world. Let's make our lives his message. It is only through the inspiration of our life and our way, the way we live, that the glory of Satya Sai will spread. There is nothing to ask and nothing to talk. There is only to give and give. And if each one of us become symbols and reflections of his divinity, that is the true gratitude that we would pay to the Lord and Master today. Let's pray to Bhagwan that he gives us his sadbuddhi to practice his teachings. Let us give to Bhagwan that he gives us sadbuddhi to silently serve the whole world. And let us pray to Bhagwan that he gives us a sadbuddhi that the sense of doership gets off as fast as we can, and we offer everything that we have at the divine lotus feet through the medium of service. Jai Sai Ram.
जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपदान्धवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदैवमु मरि अन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरि अन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्रशयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी हो साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगल आरती अंधुको मंगल आरती अंधुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति